Welcome back to Valkyrie Flight. I'm your host, GM, and all-round cool guy. Perhaps part minus the cool guy part because, yeah, I'm not cool. But anyway, let's introduce our players. Let's start with someone like Lieutenant Commander Thesaurus.
Hey, I'm Bookwormy, also known as Steph, and I play Lieutenant Commander Lasan Thezareth, Chief Science Officer.
How about one of our other Lieutenant Commanders? Let's go with the Vulcan/Romulan.
Phoenix Blue here is Lieutenant Commander Safan. I'm a big nerd, so of course I have to play a jock on this game.
He is the security/tactical officer aboard the Valkyrie. And let's go with our third and final Lieutenant Commander.
Hi, I'm Sir Bolvard, and I'm playing Lieutenant Commander Mazaka. And I'm also a big nerd, but not big enough, so I have to play a bigger one as our Chief Engineer.
Hey, and what am I? Chopped liver?
Well, speaking of chopped liver, let's go and have introduce the chopped liver for the moment.
I am Skyship, and I play Doctor and technically Lieutenant Commander Kalani Jar. Sorry.
Well,
My
those
head
spots
is
are common for a trail. They're not liver spots.
well then let's go with our only non-Lieutenant Commander, which would be the Captain.
Woo! Yeah, no. Hi, I'm Adcon, and I'm playing Captain Tedachesco.
Belay that enthusiasm, Captain.
Overridden.
Alright, so let's jump right into the session. Apart from after the last one-shot quick session that we had that slightly went a bit too long over time, so we had to quickly condense the end of it. My apologies once again. The crew find themselves basically stuck on Narendra Station, not allowed to leave on the Valkyrie outside the system, and basically making the best of a situation. They're basically stuck defending the station, hopefully waiting for a new alliance to be reinstated with the Klingons, which may or may not happen.
We've got a little too eager there with the phasers.
Yeah, so as sort of recompense, the things sort of stayed back, and the Klingons, well, for the most part, while they're on their things have been not too bad, but as the senior staff have been walking through the promenade, you look up a Klingon commander. It's like second, not quite a captain, but the first officer. You see, like, lock eyes on you and starts making a bit of an aggressive push towards you.
Towards whom?
Towards the group, assuming that you're all together.
I leave.
Yep, bye.
I mean, if I'm there, hell with it, I'm standing my ground.
She pushes her way through some of the civilians and stands about a meter back, just sorts of growls at you and stares you down.
I meet her gaze.
I'm gonna make you roll, but I don't know what kind of roll. I'm gonna make this to make a daring command roll.
All right. Would I have a focus with command presence?
I will give you the focus, and I will give you your talent that applies as well. I think you get an extra die. Is that right?
I do, Atlee. That would be Dauntless.
So this will be a opposed check.
Sweet.
So okay.
Let's build up some momentum.
As long as you get one. Oh
Fuck!
off to a great start.
Oh
Right
my
off
god,
the bat.
this is fantastic.
Somebody bumps into me while I'm just like, oh, shit.
Your fly is unzipped.
That should be more impressive.
Something up. You hold it together as you both lock in. Like you stare, but something about it just you can't help yourself. You start to laugh, and
Yeah, that sounds like me. Like, I'm sorry. I just I can't do this aggressive macho bullshit. Sorry.
but because the Klingon didn't make their roll either, like she doesn't know how to handle that, and she looks stunned for a moment and just wonders why.
I'm sorry, Commander. Did you need something?
You just hear a loud sigh as she walks away.
You have thoroughly dishonored a Klingon with laughter. Excellent work.
Safan, for his part, just raises an eyebrow at the entire thing.
I am sitting chuckling in a corner next to Lasan.
Just like holding up a pad, pretending to read it, but actually staring.
Kalani is actually kind of impressed. And in multiple lifetimes, never quite seen anything like that.
I just want to say I'm smiling so hard it hurts right now.
Oh, I missed this.
So, apart from the little, you see people look at you and stare at you as you go. It's sort of R&R, but it's not really relaxing or restful because wherever you go, there are eyes on you, and you sort of feel that you could be challenged at any moment. But for now, no one is really challenging you, but it's still very, very awkward and an unsettling situation. And
You blow up one warbird, you threaten one Klingon captain with death. Jesus.
We've been put in timeout.
Basically.
Ted, quickly seduce them.
Fine, hang on.
And apparently there are plenty of tribbles around the station as well that have just started to multiply everywhere. So
I was gonna say you need to tribble and game responsibly, sir.
Yeah, so that has been something that has been taking up most of your time, just trying to deal with the sudden influx of tribbles in the station. But about a couple months occur of this uneasy situation when finally the Klingons and the Federation do grant an alliance, and new orders have come through. Not only is the Valkyrie being refitted with Quantum Torpedos, but
Apparently
Wow.
also whoopee cushions.
Good lord.
and someone from engineering apparently snuck whoopee cushions into the various seats on the bridge.
For a
Who?
second, I thought someone was just really excited about the quantum torpedoes.
Give me a second.
Maybe we should just start over.
I don't think there's any salvaging tonight now.
Oh, Jesus. We'll be fine. Keep going, keep going.
Keep going. So your orders have come through. You're being redeployed to the Alpha Quadrant in preparation for the upcoming Dominion War. Fortunately, though, including with those orders are some orders for some proper R&R at Risa as you go on the way through. So, once stuck, landlocked on this, landlocked in inverted in quotes, you finally get some space time and then the opportunity just to relax, let your hair down, and enjoy yourself for a time. So let's do some quick time warp as another month of traveling later, and you're finally through the Klingon system and find yourself in orbit of Risa.
Nice.
I actually don't have a map. I brought a map on Risa, but I didn't get a map of Risa. So you'll just have to pretend there is a blue and green, lush-looking planet, inviting, on the view screen. Actually, let's just switch to the bridge because that would be the best alternative. Bridge.
Alrighty. So what did we agree on? Let's see.
Conference room.
Oh, yeah. So what did we agree on? We're going down in 3 batches. 2 weeks each for leave? How long is the leave?
I'll say 2 weeks all up.
2 weeks. 2 weeks all up for the entire ship.
Yes.
All right, then it's probably like 3 or 4 days from.
Oh, it'll be a week for each group. So if you're going to be splitting it up into, so 3 weeks then. So a week for each group.
All right, then yeah, we can split that. Nice. All right, we're finally at the conference room. Anybody have any pressing news to share?
Engineering reports all is well.
About time. All right, Doc, everything going all right in sickbay?
Everything's going well, Captain. Everybody is excited for a chance at R&R and have been thankfully keeping their injuries to a minimum.
Oh yeah, I don't blame them. Alrighty. Commander Tazareth, how's our science department going?
It's going well, Captain. Everyone's excited to relax and get some rest and just see a sky, I think.
Yeah, that'd be nice. And Commander Savan, tactical. And security, how are we doing?
Captain, I am concerned with the readiness of the crews. I believe they may be more focused on shore leave than on their immediate duties. However, I am working to keep the loss of efficiency minimal.
As long as you get some R&R in yourself, Commander, it's fine.
Kalani just kind of looks up from like, because she has her hand over her mouth, and she kind of looks up at Safan and just winks.
All right, and Rogeson? Everything going well in every other department, operations, etc.?
Nothing of any concern, sir. People are obviously excited about the finally rest and recreation that we can all engage in, but I think generally people are just happy to be outside of Klingon territory once more.
Yeah, that was nice. Time to be somewhere we're not completely infamous. All right, well, unless anyone has any more pressing news to get started with, I'll see you guys later, and I want to see you. Almost rush out the door. Dismissed!
Break a leg, Captain.
As you say, Captain.
I was like picking up a bag off the floor, just running out.
Alright, so who else is going to join the captain on Risa?
Aren't we all going down?
Oh yeah, everybody.
Yeah, so...
Senior staff, at least.
Yeah, so the captain beams down first, because he was prepared directly to go directly from this meeting down to
Executive privilege.
Executive.
I do not believe I've ever seen anyone more prepared for shore leave.
Yes, the captain beams down in a loud Hawaiian shirt and board shorts and sandals.
So
he takes the Starfleet badge, takes it off, tucks it in the pocket, pulls out aviator sunglasses, flips them on.
All right. So while the captain has beamed down, everyone else sorts out their gear they're going to take on them with the Risa and picks up what they had in their quarters and beams down. Captain, after a few minutes of waiting, if you want to wait, you'll find yourself in the middle of a Risian resort.
Finally.
I always forget how bright this planet is.
Smell that air. The ocean.
You can, as you look through the doorway in front, you can see the gentle lapping of the ocean ahead. This looks to be built directly by the sea.
Well, I'm not going to object to this.
Several lifetimes, and none of them get sick of the water.
I should hope not.
Well, I'm lucky that none of them were hydrophobic.
Do you know how to swim, Dr. Shar?
Of course I do.
Do you, Commander?
No.
I don't know even Commander. Lasan, isn't swimming like part of the Starfleet training?
I may have had help getting through the physical.
I get that.
Is this actual help or is this cheating help?
Actual help.
Okay, just have to be sure.
No, I managed to switch some skill sets for others.
I don't know how to parse that. That's fine.
I'm from an ice planet. I rock climb. I don't swim.
Well, we have that in common.
Oh, you climb rocks?
Mm-hmm. It is actually one of Jar's favorite things to do.
Oh, so it's not something you really went into before you were joined.
No, but it's something Jar very much enjoys. Considering that the symbionts are kept in pools, it's kind of unusual.
Well, I can understand that. People don't tend to look at me. They tend to go, "Oh, you're a Cation. Cats hate water." And they get very surprised when they hear that I used to be a competitive swimmer.
Oh, I didn't realize that was a thing.
It's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I've watched a lot of videos of Earth tigers. They love the water.
It's true. People just don't understand.
What about you, Stefan?
I was going to say, I was just going to look over at Savan and just kind of poke.
Everyone is now just staring at Savan.
I am capable of swimming.
All right, but what do you plan to do while you're here?
Perhaps meditate. I do find it relaxing to build sandcastles.
Zaka's about to.
Kalani kind of raises both eyebrows and nods.
Zaka just like opens his mouth and does that finger thing, and then he just like stops, and then turns into that gif of Mal.
Yeah, as if he's gonna say something, but doesn't have the words to follow it. As you're all discussing this, there's a Risian that approaches you in loose, sort of not quite Hawaiian, but similar in terms of fabric and very very loose open clothing. Still goes around it, but breathes easily. There's a pad in her hand, and she asked, "Well, welcome to Risa. Can I assist you in finding any activities that you would like to enjoy while you stay here.
Oh, it's not my first time here. I'd actually just like to get my lodgings secured, and then I can go do what I came here to do.
Very well. We will get that sorted for you right away. So, what about the rest of you?
Put me in the same boat. I need to change. As I kind of tug on the uniform because it's getting hot.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, come this way. She'll lead you through one of the corridors on the side, and basically up an elevator. Takes you in an elevator and leads you to each to a room. You're in consecutive rooms. Each has their own room. The rooms are very nice.
It's an upscale holiday inn.
It's an upscale holiday inn. You can sort of imagine like it's like light tan carpets, like art and draperies hanging off the wall.
Free Wi-Fi.
Well, that's just Starfleet general.
You gotta make sure.
What is this pay per view?
Oh no! We're not.
Don't, my sweet summer child, no.
There is a like a console built into the wall so that you could request for any aid or look up things or do any kind of searches that you want to do, but it's or even look at any kind of video or any pretty much anything. It's your interaction with the wider world while in your room, and it's just a nice. There's a gentle breeze that just blows by like an open like sandstone.
We all have balconies, right?
You all have balconies.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you all have balconies, and you can just sit on the balcony if you want to. Or
A blanket, drinking a Mai Tai. Oh yeah, no, this is amazing.
Mazaka changes into his vacation clothes, which is he gets into a less gaudy Hawaiian shirt, much less gaudy.
Where's the fun in that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna he's got an open Hawaiian shirt. He's wearing like basketball shorts and no shoes, just letting the toe beans out.
Totems! Yeah, Kalani's attire or chosen attire. She's got this. She's got on a bathing suit, and over the top, she's found this flowy, almost sheer, like wrapped dress that she's kind of wrapped around herself, and then she's got this giant floppy hat and these big Gucci sunglasses with little rhinestones on them.
Nice.
And she's electing to go barefoot as well.
All you people in your bare feet.
I got sandals on.
That's true. Lasan is wearing a flowy, bright green sundress and also a floppy hat and giant sunglasses and practical sandals, not flip-flops, practical sandals.
Just hopefully no socks.
No socks.
They kick you off planet if you wear sandals or socks.
Save that for the other planet where it's like really cold all the time, but just not cold enough to not wear sandals.
So not Andoria.
Probably not.
No, not Andoria.
Yeah.
Alrighty, what's the fun wearing? Come on, dish.
So you know that outfit that that Captain Burnham was wearing in the pilot episode of Discovery? Like, kinda like Desert
Oh,
Rat?
yes.
I refresh my memory.
It's basically like desert gear.
Oh,
Those
okay.
kind of robes? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what Safan's doing.
Yeah, I figured it'd be something tasteful.
We will introduce him to Tasteless over the course of this.
We have an open bar. We'll get there.
Well, Vulcans metabolize alcohol so well that
Yeah,
they
We will find some Romulan ale.
We'll come to a mall already. It'll be fine.
Oh,
Probably
Ah.
heard about those at Narendra, huh?
So with that, I'm gonna unbutton my shirt, just let the chest flow through, and go. You know what? I've actually never learned to surf. I think I'm gonna go find someone to teach me.
and Kalani like sees how Lasan is dressed and just kind of goes,
Hat buddies.
Mazaka just walks out with he's got a book in hand and he's put on his sunglasses and he looks and goes, "Oh, Lasan, you look very cute like that."
Thank you. I'm going to find a nice big umbrella, and then I'm going to, I don't know. It's been so long since I've had a vacation.
Oh, honey, come with me. I grab Lasan by the arm and I march you down to the bar so we can get drinks and then an umbrella.
Yes, I'm going with.
Hey, Doc.
Umbrellas. Fascinating.
Yes,
Did you want to go mountain climbing later?
absolutely.
Fantastic. Make a date of it. For now, I'm heading to the beach.
What's Safan doing?
Having heard about the drinks with umbrellas, Safan is fascinating enough to follow.
It's a culture study.
Just following us with a pad and just like...
And a tricorder.
I just turn around like...
Kalani kind of falls in step beside Safan and is just like visibly amused.
And I turn around just like, who's the tricorder? No one wants you recording this.
What happens on Risa stays on Risa.
Yes!
Safan complies, and we're complete with the knowledge that Vulcans do have eidetic memory.
All right,
Mom's the word.
Ted, could you give me, let's say, an insight command? Difficulty 1. Check.
Okay, do I have any applicable focuses?
This is to try and see if you can find the surf. So, unless you think there is a focus that applies to that.
Anthropology?
No.
An advantage from his racial trait?
I am semi-aquatic.
Oh, fine. I'll allow it.
All right.
It's vacation.
Just because I'm a very kind, benevolent GM on your vacation. So, 3 insight command.
3 dice? Okay. Little do you know, vacations are my favorite terrain. 2 successes.
Okay, so you get 1 momentum. And you find somewhere. Fortunately, there is no one there at the moment. There's this little sign on the beach saying it's about 10:30 in the morning, and there's a little sign there: surf lessons 2 to 4 p.m.
I think it's a little bit early. All right, make a note of that. There's no one else around. Like, there's no no one hanging out. There's not like a boat or anything.
I mean, you've had to go into. I mean, this is not just out on the beach. You'd have to actually wander around the area a bit to find this, and this is a bit out of the way. It's not a common hanging out area. It's about let's say about a couple of kilometers down the beach.
Alrighty. I'll have to make a mental note to come back at 2, and then I guess I'm gonna head over to the bar after everyone else has got there.
Okay, so what's everyone going to be drinking when they get to the bar?
Pina colada.
Whatever Misaka buys me.
Another pina colada.
We'll start off with a strawberry daiquiri.
Slow head turned towards Stefan.
And Kalani's just kind of like, she has like her straw in between 2 fingers and she's just looking at him kind of expectantly as she's drinking.
I am open to recommendations.
Hang on 1 second. I need to check.
Well, what do you like?
Water, tea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I know. I turned to the bartender. Make him something with Vulcan brandy in it.
What's your favorite fruit?
Is the plomik a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a vegetable. It's a leek, I think.
I don't know. Now I've got leek spin stuck in my head.
I think Stefan finds most fruit adequate.
All the fruit is in the beverage.
All right.
All of
I
peach and strawberry and
Sorry, what was that?
that too.
I said I am partial to the favinet. It's an edible orchid.
The bartender gives you a nod and sets about to fulfilling your orders. Two pina coladas, the brandy rum with a the Vulcan brandy with
Something.
with something in it. It's the flower just sitting in the middle. It looks there is a bit of a tiny little stick umbrella, cocktail umbrella in it. Just as the brandy absorbs some of the aromatics, enhances some of the aromatics of the flower. And the banana daiquiri or strawberry daiquiri?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. That was everything, wasn't it, for you guys? Yeah. So you're 1 round in. As you start exploring your drinks, tasting them. Roxon isn't where you are. She has gone on to do some other personal activity while you guys are enjoying your drinks. As you're sitting there just chatting, drinking, the captain returns from wherever he wandered off to and approaches you.
Well, first I go to the bar and order something.
Well, they're at the bar.
Chloe holds up her glass.
Lasan's pulling out like a hollow album from like a little bag that she has.
Like I just raised the glass, Captain.
That was fast.
So
go to the bar.
So what are you getting, Captain?
Tequila Don Cortez, 36 months.
The man knows what he wants.
Yes, he does.
I appreciate that. He turns around, opens up one of the cabinets, one of the lower cabinets in the bar, and pulls out this. Pulls out what looks like a wine bottle, really, but he pulls it out. He basically uncorks it and pulls out this. What you are familiar with as the drink you just ordered.
Nice. One little round cube, and we're good. One little round circle, I should say, of ice. Because it's classy.
And
You're not really supposed to order tequila.
And there's this little ball of ice in the middle.
Nice. Thank you very much. Come back to you later. All right, and I take a little glass ice in the glass, and I walk over to the rest of my crew.
I'm leaning over, showing Kalani photos on my little holo album.
And Kalani just kind of goes like you hear the occasional like, oh, like sweet, like, oh, like of like, oh, and that kind of thing.
And this is Nesha on her first day at the academy. Look at her.
Oh, she's so precious.
Mazaka has just taken a seat in the sand, just like flipping through his book.
I pull the chair, flip it around, and sit in it backwards.
Oh,
You're such a pro.
Most of these chairs won't fit my tail. I have to.
He's doing it Riker style.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody getting started early?
You know it.
Fantastic. Stefan, I have a question for you.
And Stefan looks up from this 3-story sand tower that he's working on. Yes, Captain.
You ever played volleyball?
I have not. Although I did study the sport at the academy.
Just curious. Have you done any competitive sports?
I played baseball.
Baseball.
I don't think I'm familiar with that sport.
Not that dead sport? Where you hit the ball with a piece of wood?
No, I think that's cricket.
No. That's oh no, that's God, what was that called? The one where you have like the big glove.
Is this
Oh.
You were thinking perhaps of highlight.
Maybe, yeah.
I just don't understand what. Is this one where you have to like hit the big clay ball through like the metal hoops in the lawn?
Isn't that badminton?
No. Badminton's like tennis, but weirder.
Don't you like
badminton
hit
uses
birds in
flamingos.
that one?
Why would you hit a flamingo?
What did I ever do to you?
Oh, heaven help us.
There's no helping us.
It's true. I once heard of a sport called pickleball. That doesn't sound fun.
That just sounds like a waste of food.
Where do they have a Patrici Squares? What are the Patrici Squares arena here? Parisi Squares.
Oh,
Been a
you were
while.
one of those.
No, I haven't really played since the academy. It's just it wouldn't hurt to get a good game in.
Oh, I haven't played in so long. It's always impossible to find somebody who's willing to do it. They always come up with excuses. Oh, I don't want to break my neck. Oh, I don't feel so good. No, I have to go on duty and scrub plasma conduits.
As all of your doctors, please don't break your necks. I'm on vacation.
This is very true. We'll have somebody else fix our necks if they get broken.
Also, don't piss off the Risian security forces. They're lovely people until you piss them off.
That's true.
You know this from
Sounds like a
experience.
statement. Great minds think alike, Dr. Jar.
And just Kalani winks at him again.
I'm just saying, be careful around people who think that a cruise ship should be heavily armed.
I'm sorry, what?
You've been on a Ferengi cruise ship recently?
No, Rizian. The one I was on 12 or so years ago. I was very young. Apparently they have weapon systems installed that rival the Federation. And now I realize why Risa has never been conquered.
I will have to make a note to meet with some of these security personnel to examine their security systems.
And wouldn't that be a bad idea? Nope. I swore off work. Nope, not this week. Nope.
You call it work, Captain. For me, it is recreation.
You would.
Indeed.
We gotta get you drunk.
Safan, are you familiar with the sport of fencing?
I'm familiar, though I have never partaken.
It was one of the few things I was rather fond of at the academy. I found, in some ways, talents with the Ushantor lent itself towards fencing.
So are you more towards saber fencing or epee?
Saber.
We should arrange a match then sometime.
It's been quite a while since I've picked up a weapon.
Other than my motorcycle, I'm right there with you.
That was in character, by the way.
But I don't know with this, well, not to bring a damper on the subject, but with everything that's likely to happen after this vacation, I find myself eager to get back into shape.
Kalani just kind of nods, leans back in the chair and just.
I think
Concerned.
as valid as it is, we're here to not do shit.
And Kalani points with the hand that has the drink in it. She points to Manzaka and she goes, "This man has the right idea."
Even on previous shore leaves, I wasn't able to leave work behind.
Well, consider it doctor's orders this time.
Yes, ma'am.
I think we're going to need another round of these. He shakes his half-empty glass.
I'll go for a Mai Tai next.
Mai Tai it is.
Okay, just for
With pineapple.
just to see how entertaining it would be, can everyone give me a fitness? I'm gonna say fitness command.
Oh boy.
This will be fun.
Uh-oh.
What's our difficulty?
It's just 1 or 2. I'm just gonna say 1.
Okay. Composure
Alright.
focus apply?
Yeah, does composure apply?
I'm gonna say yes.
Oh.
We have a hard drinking crew.
Who can all apparently hold their liquor fairly decently.
At least
Yep.
the first drink.
This is only your second drink, so that's why it's only 1. So yeah, you've got 2 extra momentum from all that.
Nice.
Yep.
So
I'm just going to say after the first one, Mazaka takes off his shirt.
so you're all feeling slightly buzzed now because they are pretty alcoholic, but you're not in any you're not basically
Inebriated?
you're not inebriated. You're not particularly affected by it. Your skills aren't reduced.
Just enough to make bad decisions.
Yeah.
We're feeling good.
I'm gonna help Safan with his masterpiece of a sand village that he's building over here.
Okay, for that, Safan, if you give me a control.
Who is actually still working on his first drink. He's been nursing it.
Yeah, Safan, give me a control. I'm gonna say security, and you
Okay.
can assist with a control command.
Who's assisting?
Whoever said that, I didn't see.
I am.
Oh, yeah, okay, gotcha. I'm going to guess that there's no focus that's going to apply here then.
No focus. It's a difficulty 2.
Do you guys want me to assist too as the engineer?
They're like, no, you'll just mess it up.
We got this, believe it or not.
You got it.
Yeah, you got it. And another momentum. So you actually build quite a decent sand tower. It's not just a pile of sand. It actually looks like it has like a structure and is designed to it.
Are just flying buttresses? Oh my god.
I just kind of nod proudly, and I look to Safan and kind of just gently like nudge him with my shoulder, like his shoulder with my shoulder.
The humans have a nonverbal expression known as a high five.
I think this is what I get for marrying an artist.
It is impressive.
Most impressive.
Reminds me of Neo-Andorian Gothic architecture.
All right.
Just like a slight eye roll.
I have a doctorate in anthropology, okay? It comes up sometimes.
So you're all starting to get a bit hungry. It's coming on up to about 12:30 now. It's just about lunchtime.
Oh man. All right, Kalani, when do you want to go rock climbing?
Absolutely.
We could build off some of these drinks. Fair bit of calories in them. They got some power bars, we'll be good.
Mazaka literally just throws one out of his bag to you.
When we get back, I definitely want to try these fried pickles.
Oh my god, yeah, no, they're good, but whew, the grease. Yeah, no, I said I'm probably I'm going off the Kalani to we're gonna find a rock and climb it.
Okay. So let's. What are the rest of you guys going to be doing while they are?
I'm just chilling.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just reading my book, sitting next to everyone.
All right.
I gotta get you guys in some activities.
Ted and.
What's your?
Sorry.
Go. No, go ahead.
I was just going to explain the next scene, so you go ahead with what you're doing.
I was just gonna ask Mazaka what book he's reading.
He actually shows you the cover, and it's a book that's pretty familiar to you in our other campaign. It's
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yep. Art and Design Motorcycle Maintenance. And it's a very nice, pristine copy.
All right, so Ted and Zar find their way inland. They've got a nice, soft, slightly sandy trail that leads from the back of the resort and starts slowly winding its way up one of the mountains nearby.
Kalani has changed again. Now she's in just her bikini top, but she's got like these little like compression shorts on. And a harness. A climbing harness.
Yeah, I probably changed to like a muscle shirt. And the harness, obviously.
All right. So you're told it'll be take about an hour for you to walk up the trail to get up to the top of the mountain. If you want to do that.
You could probably cut to when we're actually on the rock.
So just give me a fitness fitness security check.
Okay. This is fine.
For you.
No, it's not. I'm gonna spend 2 momentum.
Okay. Do you want to re-roll it or?
Yeah. Give me a sec. I guess that's what I'm getting.
Okay.
One success.
One success. So you're right. It just takes longer than you would expect for you to climb it. Ted, you're leading the way, but Zara's having a bit of trouble. Just some of the small rocks, give way as she walks. Just unlucky in her foot placement and things as she tries to make this. It's not particularly steep, but there are some bits where you basically have to clamber up. But for the most part, it's a fairly it's a fairly just nice walk up. But some of the parts just take a bit longer than you expect.
Oh, sorry, it's been a while.
No, it seems like. And you do this for fun.
Uh-huh. Yeah, although the last time I did it was years ago. I kind of fell out of the habit.
Yeah, you don't do it on the holodeck?
Well, let's just say the last time it happened, it was the last time I did something didn't go as planned.
Oh, was it a malfunction?
My climbing partner, who was my best friend while I was an initiate, he slipped and fell, injured himself.
Yeah, that could take the enthusiasm out of. Yeah, I could see where they're coming from.
Yeah, it was kind of intense.
Whew. Well, I'm not surprised you're getting back into it then. Pull myself up.
There's he would want me to continue. You know what I mean?
Oh, is he not with us anymore?
No, when he was injured, so was the symbiont.
Oh.
And they had to remove the symbiont or at least they felt like they had to remove the symbiont in order to properly treat them.
How long was he joined?
He'd been joined longer than me. He kind of mentored me through the initiate process. But he'd been joined for almost 10 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. We're here to have fun. I shouldn't be such a downer.
Well, yeah, it's nice that you're opening up. I feel like I barely know anything about you.
Well, I've recently opened up to someone else on the crew regarding the topic, and that's helped.
Oh, that's good. I feel like the crew kind of keeps a healthy distance from me.
Well, you are the captain.
Yeah, I know, but until recently, I never got the whole point of the captain having to keep a barrier between everyone else. I kind of get it now.
Do you feel like you have to maintain that barrier?
I mean, to a degree, yes. I mean, when I had my previous command posting on the on Sigma, that wasn't so bad, just because it was like at max 40 people. So we all had to get to know each other.
No, it's kind of like a family atmosphere. Kind of like a senior staff. But as the ship's physician, I understand. Because, everybody's my patient.
Yeah, it's different when you're people you may be working with every day. You're going to be taking them into dangerous situations and battle and... Ugh.
Yeah, you feel like you have to have that closeness to know that everybody has each other's backs, but...
Actually, I was going to say you kind of feel like you have to have them all.
Yeah?
So your decisions aren't compromised.
Yeah, well, and as a doctor, it's similar. You don't want to be triaging patients and showing favoritism.
No, that could be a problem.
Very problematic. Or if you're treating a patient and you feel like it's getting out of hand. Personally speaking.
Yeah. So what made you go into medicine, of all things?
Well, I actually was in medical school when I was an initiate. So I guess it's kind of the family business. My parents are both geneticists and famed ones on Trill. And I guess growing up around all the lab equipment and lab coats, I decided I wanted to help people, though. Like I had a calling to heal. And then someone suggested that becoming joined could make me an even better doctor. So I decided to apply to the initiate program to be joined while I was in medical school, which looking back on it was probably a little overambitious, but I managed.
I'm surprised that they only take 1% of applicants?
It's very selective. Getting into medical school was easy.
Something you don't hear every day.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah, by comparison.
What about you? Did you want to be a captain?
Honestly, not really. I was kind of fine with the space station, the rank I was, commander. Even before that, I was second officer over in the Amazon.
Right. So what made you go command track? I know you have a science background.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I enjoy getting my hands dirty with science. I still do. I just felt like I could be doing something more. I don't know. I guess my previous commanding officer, he just sort of he suggested that I had the knack for command since I was the leader of the science department over on the USS Amazon. Yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Starfleet can sometimes make leaders of us all, whether we like it or not.
To an extent. I didn't necessarily ask for my promotion to captain. That was more thrust upon me.
Yeah. Well, I didn't intend to join Starfleet in the first place, but here I am.
Yeah, seems to be a bunch of oddballs on this ship.
Except maybe straight-laced Stefan. And even he's not that straight-laced.
He builds sandcastles.
I'm sure there's a certain zen to it that a Vulcan can appreciate.
I guess, yeah. Order from chaos, etc., etc. Here, let me pull you up. And we're going to get up to the top of the rock.
Yeah. Ugh. And she just stands on top of the rock and just puts her hands on her hips.
Do you always feel this stiff after?
Normally, not until the day after.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Oh, second day soreness. I'm going to feel it.
Oh man, I gotta go surfing later after this too. I'll be fine. I'll take some tabs.
Okay, well, if you need anything, let me know.
I will. And you actually, as you see Ted undo some of the straps on his harness and pull his shirt up to dab at his face, you actually see a bit of a kind of a white scar on his chest, going from like where the left kidney would be and traveling up almost to the center of his chest.
She kind of notes that, but she's not going to ask about it.
That probably would have Kalani would have known that from the medicals anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That would have been in his medical file.
Yeah, but as you're up at the top of this giant rock, you've got a really decent view of the area down. There's a lot of walking trails down there that you can just peek through the trees. You can't see the trail themselves, but you can just see a slight gap between the trees, where you can sort of guess where the path would be. The ocean on one side just extends from the coast out, and it seems like you can see forever. There's a number of like watercraft on there, mainly smaller boats, a few like hoverboardy type things. You actually see go past just like a bullion in a floater in like a from the jetpacky type of things that Starfleet has.
Nice.
Kalani just sighs and she says, "It's worth it for that view, though."
That's pretty damn impressive, yeah.
So should we rappel down, or are we going to walk down?
I mean, unless you bought a bungee cord.
I might have.
Oh, from a place to bungee, sure. Why the hell not?
So
that's a good scene for us. I think it's a good cutaway.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get you to do one roll to see how well you actually come down from there. So give me a control security, both of you.
All right.
I still want to have Safan show up out of nowhere with a pair of gravity boots right now.
God.
In the
Greetings,
Vulcan tradition.
Okay, yeah, we do this just fine.
Yeah, you
Going
do
down's a
just
lot
find
easier.
another momentum. You slide down very easily. Jump it seemed much harder going up, but then again, the gravity was against you going up. It's with you coming down. So you're able just to control and gradually meter out just the exact amount of force you need to counteract, just so you can jump down with real little energy. So there is like a tether on top of the rope that you'll need to take later, but you can just beam that off later. It's not going to be an issue.
Somebody remember their security training.
Again, I have to credit Jar. They really like this whole, rock climbing thing.
And that's the scene.
Yep.
So anything else while they're doing that, apart from everyone doing their individual thing?
I'm gonna wait for Kalani to come back because I want to have a scene with her.
Okay.
Mazaka's just going to be sitting there, reading.
Zaka needs to get drunk.
Occasionally gets a drink.
I think he's on to number 4 now.
All right. If you're on to number 4, I will need another fitness command. Yes.
So what's this one going to be?
This is going to be a difficulty 2.
Okay. I'm going to take a momentum for an extra die just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
I get it back anyway, so.
Nice.
Man, yeah.
Like you feel that any more drinks perhaps will you're getting right on the edge of going from buzz to like really
Piss drunk.
Yeah. But you at the moment you seem to be riding that line very closely.
Yep.
All this is nothing compared to the engineering moonshine hooch.
There has been experience.
It's a rite of passage, really.
Okay, so Ted and Dr. Jar come back. Ted goes off to. It's actually about time when Ted would go off to catch up with his surfing. So as he goes off to that, Dr. Jar and
Kalani's gonna just run into her room real quick and shower off the sweat a little bit.
And coming
Just
out,
real quick.
yeah, just coming out refreshed. You bump into Thesarth.
Hey,
Hi, Kalani. Right, we're off duty, Kalani.
that's fine.
I was about to get something to eat. Do you want to?
Oh,
Something?
I'm famished.
All right. So just start walking towards a restaurant.
Yeah, there's plenty of restaurants within the resort facility. You could basically choose whatever style of cuisine you want.
Mm-hmm.
Fried pickles.
I heard you say that before. It seems something interesting to try.
Don't go to the 1 to 50s diner on the entire planet.
How was your rock climb?
It was good. It was good to spend some time with the captain, actually, with Ted.
I suppose.
He's
Go on. Sorry.
Oh, no, you go on.
I'd like to talk to him, but I worry I'm the oldest one on the senior staff.
You know, he may come off a little bit like a jock, really, I guess. But he's actually very pleasant to talk to.
Oh,
Yeah. Just
well. I'll have to make a note to at least have a drink or something with him. I've never been on a ship where I've been close with a captain. Starfleet is a bit different.
that's true, but actually that's one of the things the captain and I talked about was a respectful professional distance. But when you're serving on a ship and you're seeing the same people day after day, you start to become a little more tight-knit.
That's true.
I have Kalani, tends to keep to herself, and I've actually only recently in the past month or so been opening up to other people on the crew.
Well, you've been talking to some other people in the crew a little bit longer than a month.
What?
Lieutenant Commander Swan.
Yeah, he's my patient.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we're calling it now?
and Kalani just kind of like, it's an involuntary, like, a little bit of like flush of the cheeks.
You don't see the way he looks at you, do you?
What? I guess not.
Vulcans, they're subtle. But he's surprisingly not subtle.
You know, I've noticed that, but I haven't noticed that. Or maybe I'm kidding myself, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
You really think so?
Oh, fuck.
I've been married 22 years. I know how it works.
Right. I've been married too, just not this lifetime. Your children seem lovely, by the way.
Oh, thanks. People don't really like to hear about it very often. It's strange.
No, I like it. I think it's quite charming.
Well, I can't gush to my bondmates, so I might as well try and share it with people on the ship I care about. So.
Oh, well, my door's always open for gushing.
Wow. A bit of advice.
Mm-hmm.
Just take a minute and focus on it.
I think I'll do that. But Savon, really? You think so?
Yes, I think so.
That's great.
Okay. I guess. I don't know. He's my patient. I shouldn't, but I do.
Well, I know what it's like to be serving on a ship with someone you. Well. Anyway.
And almost like a callback to that, at this moment, like, you guys look over and Misaka, who's on his 5th or 6th drink, and is very obviously stumbling back to his room, having lost his basketball shorts and just walking the corridor to the door to the elevator and in.
Well.
Like, Kalani's eyes just kind of, like, widen just a tad. And she kind of, like, looks over, because Misaka's probably, like, behind her, looks over her shoulder, and then looks back at the Zareth. Did he just...
I don't know.
Okay, then.
I have a question, aside from this talk.
What?
Do you ever... I mean, you've lived multiple lifetimes, and you've done various things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever find yourself at odds with who you once were?
Well, the Trill are very good at one thing, and it's moving on, for lack of a better term. Like, we have a lot of customs that are very centered around the concept that the past is in the past, and especially when it comes to joined Trill. It can be disorienting at first when you are first joined, because you're still you're sorting through lifetimes worth of memories, and sometimes I still get them crossed. Like, I'll remember something from my second host, but it actually happened with my third host. But but no, a lot of the reason we are so selective in our joining program is because it can be very difficult to separate those things, and you have to have the mental fortitude to do so. So, I guess it's once you get the hang of it, it's not too bad.
I mean, I've been serving on ships for, well, I think longer than our captain's been alive, to be honest. And I've changed quite a lot since I first started.
Change is inevitable. It doesn't have to be over multiple lifetimes.
I just feel like I've lived multiple lifetimes in a single one.
That's valid. That's actually, in my travels, I've experienced that's kind of how it is. Some people more so than others, but you seem like you have quite the history, Lisan.
A lot of it. Not all of it pleasant.
No, it isn't always pleasant.
Which is why I like to focus on the good things now. And the happiness on this crew.
Kalani just holds up her drink. She goes, I can toast to that.
Well, Lisan clinks her drink against yours. Just do me a favor.
Sure.
Don't wait.
Kalani just nods and takes a sip of her drink.
And before you ask again, yes, Safan.
Now she's openly, madly blushing and giggling.
I think we'll leave it there.
Okay, assuming Savant doesn't have anything.
I don't think he was there for that conversation, just a hunch.
No, he was most definitely not.
No, I mean, as a quick scene for Safan.
Oh.
You got him with his pants
I
down.
think this is going to be about the time he decides that he's hungry and comes up to the table where they're still giggling and sits down to join them. Well, asks first.
And Kalani kind of like hides her face with her glass just a little bit.
And all three settle down for a nice meal, and that's where we'll end that quick scene. So Ted is you're coming up to where you saw the sign before, and there's a few more people around. There is there. This is where you find along the right hand side you see a Trill who's basically in board shorts. It doesn't and the singlet. You can see sort of he's got abs. He's toned. He's muscled.
He's shredded.
He's got an 8-pack.
Yeah,
he's Kylo Ren.
His hair is like
Wafting in the wind.
It's bleached blonde. It's sort of slightly matted in like got some so like not quite dreadlocks, but just basically like it's a puffy kind of hair. Basically, it's pretty surferish. It's what it's pretty much what you'd expect from a surfer. And on the left hand side, you see about 4 people with surfboards, just sort of milling about. He's got his lying in front of him on the ground already.
I look down over the edge of my glasses and lick my lips.
Why is that the worst?
Because
Why are you like this?
Yeah, no, I walk up there.
Target acquired.
So you would have pre-acquired yourself a board?
Mm-hmm. I would have.
Yep.
I walk up to him. I assume this sign is yours?
Yes, welcome. I forgot to give him a name.
Devil.
Yeah, lots of guys are on Captain Ted, apparently.
I'm a devil.
I'm gonna. His name's gonna be Keegan.
Keegan. All right, sure. Fine. I help. Go ahead.
Yeah. So he reaches out, shakes your hand. Take it, you want to learn how to surf?
Yeah, I've actually spent like most of my high school and college years on the swim team, but I never actually learned how to surf. I'm Ted, by the way.
Well, it seems like everyone's here, so nice meeting you, Ted. Let's introduce yourself to the others, and we will get started in about a couple of minutes.
Sounds good. Let me just get an idea of everyone else here. Are they actually... some other folks learning how to surf?
Yeah, everyone, like, give me an insight command.
Sure. 2. Yeah, that's all I need. No. Damn it. I'm distracted.
Yeah, I mean...
It's okay, because so is he.
Stupid, sexy Keegan.
Like everyone seems to be milling about, and they're just sort of unsure. And as you approach and introduce yourself, what am I going to do with the complication?
Have Ted forget his name?
Just going, wooga.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
You can spank it as threat. Jesus.
I could. Yeah, I'll just make it a threat.
Thank you.
He's like, I'm trying to be cool.
You introduce yourself, and some small talk happens as there's a pair, a human male and female who seem to be married. There's there is another trill, male trill, but like he's far more wispier, thin, kind of rakish kind of build. And
he's the poor guy get bullied at the beach.
Yeah, he's like it is like totally white skin.
The beacons are lit. Don't calls for it.
Yeah, he's that kind of white. Though the spots do. You are the only really darker bits on his skin. And then finally there is a bolian. For some reason.
Of course, there's a bolian.
There's always a bolian.
I like having fun.
It's the same one who was on the jetpack earlier.
Probably.
Actually, you do recognize him.
I'll have to ask him his name at some point. at some point.
The token bullion.
Yeah,
Tolkien. No, never mind.
I was gonna say that was terrible.
Pardon me. So after you introduce yourself, Keegan grabs your attention and says, "All right, everyone, to start with, I need to see how well you do in the water. So just jump in."
Alrighty. So what do you want me to roll?
So just do a fitness command.
Alrighty. This is the very first time I'll actually be using my semi-aquatic nature trait. Which I believe we agreed either lowers the difficulty or gives me another die.
It lowers the difficulty, actually. I think we said.
Yeah, that would be more fitting with STS rules.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So, well, I mean, both work, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
But lowers the difficulty. So this will be difficulty 1.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay, so you get another momentum. You swim rings around everybody else. Most of the people are somewhat confident in the water, but they're not real. They're nowhere near as strong a swimmer as you. And you sort of you take fun. You sort of like leap. Using your semi-aquatic nature, you're able to like make leaps and draw attention to yourself and your ability to do athletic stuff in the water. So
no one is more confident than Ted.
I'm a Delphinian and I literally swim every other day. It's expected.
So yeah, you can tell that he has definitely taken notice of your water-based abilities. Let's put it that way. And we'll just quickly do the actual teasing. The training. Give me a reason. Give me a reason security.
Okay. Let's see. Reason security. All right, I'm gonna take a die.
Okay, you can
I'm
take a
gonna buy 2 die.
momentum. Yep. 2. Okay. So down to 1 momentum.
Okay. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna roll. Oh boy. Hey guys.
Okay, yeah. You
I was lying. I know how to surf.
actually,
You're natural.
with that rolls, you're able to pick it up. You're able to play it off as you're picking up really quick. You're picking it up really quickly. I'll give you that little benefit there. So it's not that you already know, but you're able to with your experience in the water, you're able to apply your previous knowledge in new ways for the swimming. So that you're able to pick it up really quickly. Whereas, let's see, roll for the others. Let's see how well they roll.
Yes, let's see how well they roll.
You could just make it like a blanket roll or something, yeah.
Okay, so not actually they didn't do too badly. I mean, it takes them much longer, but by the end, they've basically they've gone down the basics.
But Ted's the standout star.
But Ted is definitely the standout star of the team.
This guy's definitely a good teacher.
Oh, well played, sir. Well played.
Yeah. By the time, yeah, the 2 hours seems to go really quickly for the lesson. He's engaging. He spends time with each, just assisting. He doesn't seem to spend as much time with you because he feels confident in you, but he does, he does congratulate and he does spend time with you as well, just making sure you've got everything down as well. So with all that done, he ends up the training session. Well, everyone, thank you. We made great progress. Some of you more than others, but you've all done really well. Congratulations. I think most of you are almost are ready to try. So that's the end of our lesson for now. We'll obviously be here again tomorrow this time. If any of you do feel like you need more training, then come back and see me, and we'll advance from where we left off today. Once again, thank you, and we'll see you later. Ted, can you stay behind for a bit?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
The others sort of wander off. The couple are talking. They seem to be fairly positive as they walk off the bolly, and he's just happy in general. So and left alone, the other guy takes a few moments and just wanders off as well. Well, Ted, you've really impressed me this afternoon.
Oh, well, Delphinian, college swimmer, probably just came naturally.
That's what I want. Why I wanted to talk to you. Would you be able to assist me in the next lesson? We've got some people coming in that are perhaps a little less skilled, and I would like your assistance to be a model. Just to show off how it could be done.
I will, on one condition.
Oh?
You let me get you a drink tonight.
Hey.
And it begins.
He smiles and chuckles a bit. I think we can arrange that.